Hey, Velomobile fans. Until last year, we here in the US have been a little bit behind our European counterparts in Velomobile technology. While Europeans have been snapping up the latest and the greatest from Velomobile World, Velomobile NL, and Intercity Bike, those of us in the US have been making the most of our late model Quests, DFs, WOWs, and whatever else we could source on the used market. The Quest is an absolute classic and really the velomobile that ushered in the era of commercially available performance velomobiles. For many of us longtime riders, the Quest is where it all started, myself included. Around 900 Quests were built, the most of any model of velomobile. The original Quest had three 20-inch wheels and was all fiberglass. Later they moved to using a 26-inch rear wheel with fiberglass shell and eventually to a fiberglass top and a carbon fiber bottom, and then went full carbon. The early Quests could be over 80 pounds and weren't particularly stiff. In fact, sometimes with heavier riders you could actually see the bike flex while they were riding. Even the full carbon Quests had some flex to them, which I noticed when I was climbing hills. They also could be a bit wind sensitive. The Quest recently went out of production, though there are still plans to make a Quest 3.0 at some point. You've maybe been thinking of upgrading, but models like the Bilk MK1, Snook, and the Milan perhaps don't offer quite the same space you're accustomed to. Enter the Alpha M9. The M9 retains the spaciousness of the Quest with around 60 centimeters at the shoulders and a generous 45 centimeters between the front wheel wells. Unlike the Quest, though, the M9 is quite stiff for good power transfer, meaning better climbing and acceleration. It's also surprisingly light for such a large velomobile, weighing in under 55 pounds. Unlike the Quest, it has a reputation for handling very well in wind and at high speed. Despite its size, the M9 is really quite aerodynamic, and while it's not the fastest model currently available, it is up there pretty high on the list. Thanks to the improved composites technology, the top is also not quite as prone to cracking. The turning circle, despite closed wheel wells, is also smaller, running around 10 meters, while still offering enough space for up to 42mm wide tires, and it offers a 650B rear wheel with good tire selection. If that isn't enough of an upgrade, maintenance access is worlds apart from the Quest. You've got a nice, large access hatch over the bottom bracket, side access panels to remove the wheels without having to drop the struts, and a large rear access panel for the rear cassette. Everything in the M9 is carbon. No more coat hanger, no aluminum rear swing arm or front frame. All those decades of development have been put into the M9, so you don't have to stockpile spare parts or find a welder when something breaks. The elastomer suspension also does a much better job keeping the rear wheel on the ground than the original Quest suspension, and suspension travel and ground clearance can be altered by changing up the stack of elastomers. One of the more unique aspects of the M9 is the seat. Rather than just use one seat with support for the back and front of the seat, the M9 has three different seat sizes that can be positioned in a few different spots. The three seat options allow riders roughly 5'9" to 6'1" or so to choose the seat and position that works best for them. While it does require some trial and error and a bit of time to set up, once installed, the seat is quite stiff, also helping with good power transfer. There's one catch though. The designer of the M9 has decided not to sell the Alpha series through any US dealers. However, not all is lost. I happen to have two M9s in stock here, a white M9 with tank steering and a red M9 with tiller steering. Both come with race hood, mini wiper blade, 6036 front chainrings, and 11-speed 1140 rear cassette. They have full electrical with front IQX headlight, Kellerman rear turn signals, horn, and an optional hotspot module you can install your own lights in. Not only are they in stock ready for immediate delivery, but they're both currently offered with a discount. So, this is your chance to upgrade your Quest to a similar roomy bike with some real upgrades in technology and get it right away rather than waiting months for a new bike from the factory. To take advantage of this opportunity, contact me at info@northlandvelo.com. Thanks for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.